Hello friends. In this video, we will learn more about our Google Cloud storage. So like what is Google Cloud storage, why we are using that. So if you are working on the Google Cloud site, means you are working on the Google Cloud platform, then Google Cloud storage is the one of the storage option which we are using. Okay, so here we can store each and everything, like whatever you want, we can store each and everything. Okay, so means any CSV file, any JSON file, anything you can do that. So here things are very easy. So if you are working as a data engineer, so firstly what you need to do, so you always work as a cloud SDK command. Okay, so here like I have open cloud SDK, it's already open, so you can see that. Mm. So here, so whenever we are working on that, so firstly what we need to do, so firstly, we need to write one command with the name of gcloud config list. So here, this is the gcloud. This is the keyword which we are generally using, means Google Cloud. Okay, config list. It will provide all the information like which project we are currently in, and another basic information we are provide. So whenever you are start working on, so this is the always the best thing to run this command, just to so that there will be no confusion occur in which project we have created number of files. So in that way, so it's best just try to run this command. So okay, so I'm trying to run this command. Okay, so here it is showing all the things like my current region is US Central, my John is US Central 1C, my account number this. So a lot of things information is showing, and your account configuration is by default open. Okay, so now the what's the next step? The next step is we need to create a bucket. Now people are asking what is bucket, why we are using. So bucket is very simple thing and very basic. So for example, if you are working on the window laptops, correct? So in window laptop, we are always creating one folder. Okay. So, or like we are creating different drives, C drive, D drive, E drive. So it is exactly similar. The bucket is similar to the your drive. You are creating that, you are creating C drive, D drive. So the bucket name should be unique. Okay. So for creating the bucket, what command we need to use? Gsutil MB means make bucket, and after that you need to provide bucket name. Okay, so again initially we have used the keyword gcloud. Here whenever we are writing any command related to the Google Cloud Storage, we will use gsutil. So Google Cloud Storage utilization means gsutil. Generally, it's I don't know full form, but generally it's very easy to remember. Gsutil we need to use. After that, what we need to provide? Google storage we need to provide. Okay, after that we need to provide this two symbol, and after that bucket name. You can put any bucket name. Just try to put whatever the relevant bucket name is there, and just try to put that bucket name. Okay, so for example, I am working one of the project, for example, where I'm working on the banking project. Okay, so just I'm entering banking. Okay, just for example, I am entering banking JP bucket. Okay, so let's see if this name is unique and nobody has still now used. So if it is nobody have used, then it will create bucket, and otherwise it will and throw an error. So let's see. So we are just click the enter. So we are clicking the enter. So it is checking in the background. That's why it is taking to. So here this bucket was nobody have using. So we have created banking underscore JP. Okay, so it's created the bucket. Okay, so it's very easy to do all the things to create the bucket. It's very easy, correct? So now if you want to see which all bucket we have, so for example, we need to use gsutil ls command. Ls is like whatever the command we are using in the dos command, unix, or ls we are using that. So it is exactly, so we need to enter. So it will show all the buckets, whatever the buckets till now I have created that. Okay, so yeah, so here you can see that It's created lot of buckets. So if we are checking, so banking JPs, because it is sorting according to the alphabet order, so that's why it is showing banking underscore JP. Okay, so in this way we can see that lot of buckets are there. Okay, so now again you need to remember your bucket name, like whatever the bucket name you have created. After that, what you need to do, so for example now we want to do uh, copy some data from particular folder to in bucket. So how we can do that? It's again very easy. So if you know basic Unix command, then working on this SDK command, cloud SDK, it's very easy. So only what you need to put, gsutill. Okay, so generally we are using cp command for copy, correct? So for example, I have folder here, so where I have created one separate folder. Okay, so I'm putting this path. Okay, and after that I'm putting the file name. For example, superstore. Superstore. Superstore.csv. Okay, so this is the my source file. So what I till now what I have used, gsutil. This is the again keyword. Cp is the command for copying. So here we are mentioning the source path. After that, what we will mention, we will mention the over destination path. In the destination path, what we need to mention, we need to mention simply gs. Okay, after that, whatever the bucket you have created. So for example, we have created bucket banking underscore JP. Okay, so this is the bucket we have created. Okay, so now you want to create further one folder in the banking underscore JP bucket, or you can upload in the banking under directly in this drive without any folder. So both thing we can do. So both thing we will learn. So for example, firstly we will learn just one example. Like for example, we are creating one source folder. Okay, in the source folder, what we are doing, we are creating again the file name also same we want to put. So superstore underscore cs, sorry, dot csv. Just check the superstore that all the things are correct. There is, so s capital is there, correct? Okay, so I'm putting just enter. So it's hardly take few seconds. So after few seconds, it's the copying all the data. So here you can see that operation completed over one object. Okay, so now what's the proof for this? Like it is copied or not? Here it is showing, but you need to verify what's the proof for this. So how you can do that? So again, it's very easy. Gsutil ls command and the path you need to provide. For example, firstly, I will check in banking underscore JP. Do they have this command is created source folder or not? So I'm just checking. I'm just checking the still folder, not file. Okay, so let's check this. Sorry. So here you can see that you can easily find that in banking underscore JP bucket, we have source folder is there, correct? So after source folder, so here I want to put, so put source, and now I want to check like in source folder, what information is there? Again, I'm using the gsutil ls. Okay, I'm just putting enter. So again here you can easily see that source folder contain superstore CSV file. Okay, so again it's very easy. So now, for example, if you want to copy from the source to final destination, but you want to rename. Okay, so for example, I want to use the same command. Like same superstore file I want to copy, but here not with the superstore. I want to store copy with the help of, for example, store only. My file name is only store. Okay, so how I can do that? Again, only you need to in the destination side you need to change the name, and after that you need to click the end. So within few seconds it will be copy, and so here you can see that it is processing. So and operation is completed. Now again, what's the proof? How you will check this? Again, its ls command is there, so we will check. Now there should be two files, one with the superstore, another with the store only. Correct. So here we can see that we have two files. So one is the with the superstore CSV, another one is the store.csv. Again, it's very easy. So till now, what we have learned, till now we have learned how we will create the bucket, how we'll copy the data, and how we'll create the new folder, or and how we will copy from local to your that particular GS bucket folder. Okay, so how to rename that file? So lot of things till now we have learned. Okay, any doubt, any confusion? No. Okay, so after that, till now we have learned this. Okay, so for example, there is one another thing. So because we are copying till now one file we are copying, and it's taking huge time. Okay, so for example, I want to copy the complete folder. Then what's the thing is there? So again, it's very easy. Again, we need to use gsutl command. Okay, again we need to use cp, because for the copying we are using cp. Hyphen r we are using. Okay, and we are giving the path here. So for example, I am copying the above path, or like let me do copy path here. Okay, so here so here till in the last command we have mentioned the superstore, but here we don't want to mention the superstore, and we still want to copy the complete thing. Okay, so for example, I am using the same bucket which we have created, banking underscore jp. Okay, and after that, for example, I'm creating one folder with the name of staging. Okay, so here, like what I'm doing, whatever the data is there, so all data we are trying to copy. So currently there are the three files. If you see, one is the superstore, another is the return, another is the people. So we will try to copy all these. So what I'm putting simply enter. So again, it's taking few seconds of time to process all things. Like it will copy data from your local to staging folder. Okay, so here it is showing three files copy. Initially you can easily see that, like when we have copied one file, so it is showing one file. Here it is showing three files copied. Okay, now what's the proof these files are copied? Okay, so again we will use the gsutil ls. Again we will use gs, then banking underscore jp slash staging. So here it will show the three files, correct? One is the superstore, another is the people, another is the return. So all three files are present. Okay. Any doubt, any confusion? Okay. So this is the one of the way via using hyphen R. Do we have any another approach we can do? Yes, we can follow the another approach as well. So for example, we want to perform check all the files in so let me so for example, okay, so here I'm using, so till now this is the currently path we are using, correct? So here we are using star dot star. Okay, so this is the path we are using, and after that, for example, I'm creating one another folder in banking jp. For example, I'm creating folder staging one. Okay, in the last command we have used hyphen r, but till for in this command I don't want to use hyphen r. I simply want to copy all the files again in the staging one folder, like new folder will create and all the data copy in the staging one. So simply again the gsutl command cp source path and destination path I have mentioned, but only one thing here, like I have mentioned star dot star. So here you can see that three files are processing, so it is showing copy three times and operation is complete. So now again, if we want to check the proof, So again, we have created folder with the name of staging one. So I'm clicking and checking the staging one. Okay, so this is the thing till now. Okay, any doubts, any confusion? It's very easy. So now we have learned how to create the bucket, how to copy the data from local to over GCS bucket, how to create the folder in GCS bucket, how to rename the file, how to copy the complete folder data, how to copy how to renaming the particular file name. So these things we have learned. Okay, so now if we let's go to the Google console side and see what another features are provided by Google console. So similar we will try to achieve via command line. So here let me open. Yeah, so this is the Google console. So here I'm using storage services. So cloud storage I'm using. Okay, so this is the look and feel of the console site. Okay, so here you can see that the banking JP file that we have created. So that is available here. Okay, here we have creating one source folder, one staging folder, staging one. All the information is showing. So for example, we are going to the source. So here two files are there. So in this way, each and everything will come. If you go to the staging folder, so there should be three files. Correct. So all thing we are able to see. So it's very easy. Okay. So now there are few another things come into the picture. So till now we have uh, learn all the basic things. Okay. So there is one interview question also, and the things so do we have any kind of different storage available, or like particular same kind of storage available? So for example, if I'm going a little bit back, okay, so for example, here instead of the gsutl command, I'm trying to create bucket here. So bucket I'm trying to create here. Okay, so for example, here you are giving any name. For example, I'm giving banking. For example, I'm giving city. Okay, so here it is asking multiple things. The second step is asking after entering the name, it is asking the reason, like which reason we need to take. Okay, after that, it is asking storage class for your data. Okay, so if you're checking the storage class, we have different kind of storage class available. One is the standard storage class, another is the nearline storage class, another one is the cold line, another one is the archive. So this is the also interview question also. A lot of people are asking what's different type of storage classes available. What we need to answer, we need to answer simple. The storage classes, there are the four type of storage classes available. One is the standard one, another one is the nearline, another one is the cold line, another one is the archive. So in standard, what happened, it is best for the short term storage, so, and frequently used data. Means where data we are accessing on daily basis. So for example, you are storing the data, and after that you are accessing, you are storing the data, after that you are retrieving the data. So that kind of class is called as a storage class. Okay, similarly, the another thing what we need to do, that is the near line. In near line, when we need to store the data and retrieve the data on monthly basis. Okay, that is called the near line. So here it is clearly mentioned that best for the backup and data access less than once in a month. Okay, so this is for the near line. Similarly, the code line, when we need to access the data on the quarterly basis. Okay, similarly, for the archive, but we can say that when we need the data once in a year. So that's why we are using these different kind of the for kind of the bucket. Okay, so now question comes. So how we can do this the same thing via like gsutil command or sdk command lines? So again, it's very easy. It's not tough. So what we need to do, simple. For example, we are using gsutl command. Okay, mb we are using for create the bucket. Okay, so after that, what we need to do, simply we need to use hyphen c. After that, we need to mention the class. For example, we are mentioning the standard class. Okay, so only this thing you need to mention, and after that you need to provide the name of the buckets. For example, I am providing name of the bucket is, for example, banking. So let's take Bank of America, BOE. Okay, so banking underscore bank of, sorry, Bank of America. Okay, so in this way I'm taking, so let's see. So I'm putting enter. Let's see if this file, that bucket name is already exist or not. If it is not exist, yeah, it is not exist, so it is creating. Okay, so it's created the standard storage. Okay, so by default also it's standard if we are not mentioning. But for example, if we are want to create another thing, okay, for example, we want to create code line storage. So what we need to mention here, code line. Okay, and after that here, for example, we are giving some another bank name. So JP we have covered, Bank of America we have covered, for example, American Express. Okay, A. Okay, just try to create if this bucket and we are storing creating the code line bucket. So here it is creating. So it's very good. We are able to easily to create this. Correct. Similar way, just think, just imagine like instead of code line, we want to create near line. Okay. So in near line when we are using on a quarterly basis, and for no, near line we are creating when we are accessing the data on monthly basis. Code line we are creating when we need to access the data on the quarterly basis. Okay, so here like let's give some another bank name, American Express. City, I think city is done. No, so let's give city. I'm not sure it is done or not, so no worries. Okay, so here I'm giving the bucket name banking underscore city. So it is creating banking underscore city with the nearline storage. Okay. Similarly, if we want to create archive, for archive, what we need to do? Simple mention ARCHIV. Okay. Archive, and for example, I'm giving city one name. Okay. So again, it's very easy, and interview question also. So how many types of storage classes available? We have four type of storage classes available. One is the standard, another one is the code line, another one is the near line, another one is the archive. So standard is the by default where we are using when we need to access the data on daily basis, and we are storing the data on daily basis. Then we are using the standard code line when we need to uh, when we need to access the data on the quarterly basis. Then we are using code line, near line when we need to access the data on the monthly basis, and similarly archive when we need to access the data on yearly basis. So in this way we are using that. Correct. So any issue? Okay, good. Okay, so let's go to the console once again. Okay, here the next option is, for example, you want to provide particular access related thing. Okay, so generally as a whenever you are working as a data engineer, you never got a chance to work via console. So always what we need to do, we need to provide all these things via SDK commands. Okay, so we need to write all the SDK commands. So now for the access related thing you want to provide particular access you want to provide. So how we can do that? Again, it's here you can use the uniform access or fine grain access, whatever the thing you want to do. In this way you can do that. Okay, but for example, now if I want to do the similar activity by command line, how we can do that? Again, it's very easy. So we need to use gsutil command. Okay, So for the access related thing, we are using two things. One is the IAM, another is the ACL services. Okay, so for example, I'm taking the example of ACL. Okay, so here we are using again CH keyword. CH is just for the change the, you can say that, permissions. Okay, for that we are using. So here ACL and I'm using hyphen u. Hyphen u means for particular user I want to grant the access. For example, I want to access the particular group. For example, I'm writing my email ID. Okay, and I'm providing access of the this city one bucket. Okay, so here what we need to, when we need to provide access at particular level, for here what I'm providing access at particular user level, only this user have a particular access of this. So what I'm doing, simply ACL ch hyphen u. Guys, sorry, I have done one mistake. I forgot to provide the proper access. So like which kind of access I want to provide. Okay, so here what we need to do, so for example I want to provide the read access, so I need to mention read access. Okay, and after that I'm putting again enter. Okay, so here you can see that updated ACL is happened and things are uploaded to the like accesses updated. So now only this user have only read access. Okay, similarly if we want to provide, guys, 1 second, I need to put my laptop on charging.